Welcome, horrible people, back to our horrible Christmas day of watching horrible Christmas movies.
It won't stop.
It won't stop. I'm still Kenny.
I want it to stop, and I'm Daniel.
And now we're gonna dive in, or jump the shark again, rather, and
you.
watch Santa Jaws. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, let's get into what I know is clearly the better of the two movies we watched.
Wrong.
Okay, whereas Weredeer was filmed on a flip phone, this Santa Jaws was at least filmed on a 7-year-old smartphone.
A 7-year-old's smartphone.
Possibly dialogue written by a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay, look, we're gonna Santa Jaws. Now, it's kind of about what you think.
Wait, I'll give the synopsis.
Hit it. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
So, little freaky art teenager likes art. His parents suck. He gets a magic pen that he draws something with, and then what he draws is a shark, and then the shark comes to real life because it's a magic pen. Yeah,
but it's not just any shark.
Oh, it's a Santa shark.
Yeah, from their comic book that he draws.
Also, they made Santa a lady.
Yeah, a lady shark. It's very progressive.
I don't know.
I like progressive lady shark Santa. Yeah.
I don't know.
She was vicious. Yeah. Well, I didn't know we were gonna have. I didn't know we were gonna have a whole magic pin plot.
Oh, you just thought it was gonna be because you probably watched the trailer. You just thought it was gonna be a shark that.
No, I don't think I watched the trailer. I think I just.
What did you think?
I just thought it was gonna be some convoluted reason why a shark had a Santa hat stuck on its fin.
Oh, but they covered that at the start of the movie.
Yeah. Do you remember what they said?
Well, it's not that they showed a thing that what I thought looked like someone was inside the movie filming another movie. That's what it looked like to me. But it turns out it's part of a comic book thing, an imagining of the comic book. So in the comic book, evil Santa has kidnapped this lady for some reason, and her boyfriend, I assume boyfriend, I don't know. I don't even know if they know each other. He might just be a good Samaritan.
Look, they're boyfriend and girlfriend after the fact.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He had a sick sleeveless denim shirt on.
Did he? I didn't write down cool shirt, so I don't know if that's true.
Maybe it's more of a vest, and that's why you didn't do it.
Well, wait, I did write down cool shirt, but it wasn't that cool shirt. It was a different shirt later on.
Was it low budget Zach Galifianakis?
No.
Oh.
I don't remember who was wearing this shirt. But that shirt talks later. So,
shit talks now.
Evil Santa gets pushed in the water where there's a shark for some reason, and the shark eats him, and his hat falls on the fin of the shark, and that's why the shark is wearing a Santa Claus hat.
And in their comic book, let's see, how does our side character Steve describe or write up Santa Jaws? I believe she's larger and more powerful than any other shark, so no shark will hang out with her. She has an insatiable hunger for human flesh ever since she ate evil Santa, and she doesn't pay her taxes. That's probably
was that part of it?
That's probably
well, I don't think a shark, because it's not a citizen. Sharks aren't citizens, so it's fine.
Hey, sharks are people too, man.
No, on shark side, those were people. Those people should have paid taxes, but this is just a shark.
That's fair.
Challenge me.
Yeah, so we get our weird little fantasy envisioning our graphic novel thing, and then we get the classic you hear someone hollering a name, but no one's there. And then they're like, Cody, Cody, Cody. And then, it cuts to our actual movie in the comic book store with our main two boys, Cody and Steve, and their weird adult male friend who owns the comic book store.
All teen kids have to hang out with that one creepy older man.
Yeah, Clark, played, I think, beautifully by Scott Allen Perry, our low-budget Zach Galifianakis.
I wasn't getting Galifianakis vibes from him at all.
You should look at his profile picture.
Is he just because Galifianakis is I guess good, but I don't know.
Yeah, he is good. Well, yeah. Now, unlike Weredeer, the people in this movie have been in things, okay? They've done things.
Okay.
Han Tran, who plays Steve. Okay, I love him in Scare Package, and I'm excited to watch Scare Package 2 that comes out here shortly. And then, I mean, he's been around in some other little TV things, small movies and whatnot, but mostly for me, it's Scare Package. I like Scare Package.
Wait, who is Steve?
Steve is the writer of the comic, the little buddy.
Oh.
Low budget Zach Galifianakis was in a movie with Zach Galifianakis.
Whoa, the snake eating its own tail. That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought that was a little odd. Now, I went through it because I'm like, I recognize a lot of this cast, and they're all in little bits, things here and there. But I was like, I feel like I definitely know the lady playing Georgia, who is the Uncle Mike's new wife.
Yeah. Do you know her from her OnlyFans account, her Instagram, or you follow her on the gram?
No. What they call it on there? She's Uncle Mike's new wife is a model on what was it? Snapstagram.
Snapstagram.
Or
yeah.
As Grandpa said, Snapstaham.
Yeah, clever.
Yeah, look, great writing in this. I'm probably gonna butcher her first name, but she's played by Haviland Stillwell. We've heard her all over the place. Voice actress.
Oh.
Yeah. Miraculous, Tales of Ladybug, and Cat Noir. I know I've seen that.
You've not named a single thing that I know what is that.
I've only
also,
named
I'm
one
having
thing
a stroke at the moment.
Apparently, look, okay, I got one.
Yeah.
Bug Snacks.
She in Bug Snacks?
She's in Bug
Oh
Snacks.
shit! What kind of bug snack is she?
In Bug Snacks, she is Triffany Lodablog. She is a Cinesnail.
Oh shit!
And she is a Roodle.
That's hype as hell.
Yep. Uncredited in the Baywatch movie.
Oh, I'm actually also uncredited in the Baywatch movie.
Yeah, I can believe it. Always getting up into Baywatch shenanigans.
I love the beach.
Beaches.
Yeah.
Are nice.
Very nice.
But not as nice as this movie with almost people we all recognize.
They all look like people.
Oh god, yeah. Okay. So we're in the comic book store with our two main boys here, Cody and Steve, and their creepy, lonely adult male friend Clark. And Steve and Cody, they write and draw a comic book called Santa Jaws. And I think Steve owns the comic book store. And they're having a grand old time. Clark's talking about how good their comic is. And like, oh, I really love that elf kill. And then Steve sets the tone for the rest of the movie by saying, yeah, we really jumped the shark.
Oh, there's an elf kill later on.
There is an elf kill later on. I didn't even think about that. Also, the Cody kid serving up huge, like, young Edward Furlong vibes.
He was trying so goddamn hard.
He carried this movie.
I wouldn't say he carried it. I would say he like annoyingly acted in it.
Yeah, like a young Edward Furlong.
Like, why are you trying so hard, bro? I don't like. You know what it is? You know what I think it is? There's a lot of kids yelling at adults in this. I don't like that. Seen, and not heard, and preferably not even seen.
Cody has to go home because what? This is like fucking Christmas Eve?
I don't fucking know.
It's like Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or something. We get home, he immediately like goes to his room and he whips out the binoculars to start staring at the new neighbor girl.
Yes, you do. My routine whenever I get home is I whip out the binoculars to spy on neighbor girl.
Yeah, you got to make sure they're okay. You're just being a good neighbor.
So she
not at all.
She has a dad. Actually, I'm questioning whether the dad actually exists because you never see him.
Never see him. Yeah, I think she's a runaway, and she's squatting in that house. She's a squatter.
Yeah. Well, she's not a squatter. She's a runner.
She's a runner.
Track and field star.
Up at 5 a.m. every morning.
Track and field star in middle school. Yeah, good shit. Good shit.
Look, prodigy. Okay.
She done run, Ed.
Prodigy. Uncle Mike and Aunt Georgia. Did I gloss over meeting Grandpa? I probably did. Grandpa's the best character.
I would agree with you that Grandpa is the best character and actor and everything, and he's also the best shark. He's not even a shark, but he's the best shark in the movie.
And he makes one hell of a cinnamon roll. And
again, I'm questioning whether those cinnamon rolls exist either because you don't see them.
Okay, but he makes one hell of a spiked eggnog. You see that?
No, you see the canteen that the eggnog's in.
Ah, no. When they spill the eggnog into the lake or whatever it is, there's like white eggnog.
A white substance. You don't know that's eggnog.
Oh, I know eggnog.
Oh, challenge me.
Challenge me. Yeah. So we introduced mom and dad, standard mom and dad, and then Grandpa, who's awesome. So
also he calls his grandpa Papa.
Yeah, Papa.
That's weird.
You hear me? I wonder if it's a German thing, because the magic pen he gives him later has that German written on it, and maybe they're German.
But they never do anything German. The dad, he looks like a budget Christopher Eccleston, the one Doctor Who guy.
I can definitely see that. And then we get introduced to, douchey Uncle Mike.
Now, you say douchey. I think Uncle Mike was actually okay.
He got better.
Because he was trying to encourage the kid with his art, whereas the parents were not.
Oh, yeah. No, he 100% got better. There were a couple... The characters weren't always consistent with what they were initially portrayed to be. Which, hey, that's the human condition, right?
I don't know.
He comes rolling in on Christmas Eve with his Instaham model wife Georgia, and he's sitting there talking on the phone, and he's like, "Wait. Oh yeah, you want to talk?
You try flying to Hong Kong 6 times a quarter.
6 times, yeah."
I only laugh because he says it like 4 different times.
Yeah, because he comes right in and he says it again, and just like, well, I guess
you try.
I guess he flew to Hong Kong
6 times a quarter.
A quarter. That's
what are you
impressive.
Doing? That's how many times is that? That's like twice a month almost.
Yeah, that's more like he flew to Hong Kong and realized he forgot something and he had to go back.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Whoops. Oh yeah. And then we also got older jock brother. Can't forget about him. So we're supposed to have that dynamic of big brother jock and little brother nerd, and jocks and nerds can't have that. So basically we've got it to where our little baby boy isn't. He's the black sheep, and everyone else is their own kind of better than him in their eyes, not in my eyes. I think he's great.
Well,
keep it up, kid.
He sucks. They all suck. This whole family sucks.
It's fine. It's fine that
except for
the
Papa.
Except for Papa. Papa's great. It's fine that the uncle realizes that the older of his nephews follows his aunt's Insta.
Well, yeah, he supports
Snap thing.
If you had a sexy Insta Snap, I would follow you. I
just want to say we just did 2 movies back to back where they felt the need to say that they needed to kill their creature with Christmas.
True.
And had relatives perving on other relatives. Bear in mind, at least this one's not blood related.
Yeah. So.
But.
It's fine.
But it's a theme I don't want to keep up.
No, I think we should lean into it.
I no.
I think we should lean into it.
No. No. And then we're there, we're all like catching up, and Cody gets a call from Steve, his buddy, or a text telling him like, oh man, the school just called my mom and you're next. And we find out that he drew a comic slamming the school's dress code.
It didn't seem that offensive or provocative
I think
of a comic.
They had like a caricature of the principal with like a whip.
So what?
I mean that's not great.
Why is that? Who cares?
Don't even.
It's
worry
not a
about
big
it.
deal.
So,
it's
look.
You see that? Here's where my problem. You see that, and then you're like, oh shit, this kid's good at art. We should do art with this kid. Encourage his art instead of punishing him for his art.
Look, it's fine. Parents in movies are horrible. I think that we've established that.
I'm annoyed by it. Can we get a movie with parents that don't suck?
Parents that don't get mad at their kids for doing drugs and ignore that they got sexually assaulted.
Yeah, and parents that
die.
Parents that don't bang your wedding planner organizer lady in your jacuzzi. Right? Parents that don't lie about being a ranger.
They're very accommodating. Hey, he's probably the best dad. He trained his daughter.
You know what? Hold on. Let's think about all the dads we've seen so far. 'Cause he might be the best dad.
No, it's going to be the Russian guy who's Acula's
father, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
Side.
He's the best dad.
He's easily best.
Yeah.
Well,
although
he
did let her get pregnant.
Ooh, yeah. She's a sneaky girl.
So, I say let. That's not the right words, but whatever.
Hey, at least it wasn't like these other two movies where maybe he thought about getting her pregnant.
Well, they were alone on the moon for a while, so we don't know.
There were other sharks. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
So the mom gets the phone call from the school, and our boy Cody's trying to sneak away, and then she does the Cody, or however she implies he's in trouble, and he does like the classic like looking at the camera like Disney character on the Disney show face when they're in trouble, like the
yeah, he's this is more of that shit acting. I say shit. He's acting, and I don't like it.
Look, it's
exaggerated. Everything's exaggerated. It's not even exaggerated. It's like heightened, which is the same as exaggerated.
He missed his chance to be a Disney star, and he's trying to live it up now.
How old what's the cutoff?
I don't know, 37?
How old is he?
Funnily enough, 43.
Oh man, he's like that dude from Children of the Corn.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't even worry about it. Malachi, he wants you too, Malachi. And he's over there defending it, though. It's like, oh, the dress code's oppressive. I'm like, look at this guy. He's, a champion of the ladies, except for his neighbor, who he spies on. And then at some point right after that, Papa, sweet Pop, gives him the magic pen.
So before that, he's outside with the uncle smoking, and they're having a little moment. But on the wall of the house is a little artwork of a crocodile.
Oh, shit.
And that's foreshadowing, actually.
It's a major, major part in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then he gets the magic pen. The shitty-looking magic pen. That pen just looks dumb. Looks uncomfortable to hold.
It's a magic pen. Do you think that comes easy?
I don't know.
Yeah. And this is where I decided to translate the German on the box, even though you say they tell me what it means.
Oh, well, they don't do it at this point. It's later on that they do it, so you might have done it before they did it.
Okay, because I definitely, I was like, I got up to the TV, I worked out them funny letters.
There's normal letters.
And it translated to, he who holds this pin has great power with generosity in the heart, can only do well. Beware of those who use it for selfish gain.
Which, if you had been just a little patient, in about an hour, track and field star would have revealed that she can read German.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. She can do everything. Everything. This is where he pulls out one of his uninked drawings of the Santa Jaws, and he decides to ink it with the pen.
Yeah, doesn't do a good job either.
Yeah, I don't think he can actually draw that well.
Yeah, because you're supposed to, follow the lines, right?
Look, it's up to the artist.
Well, because he fucked up over
really wanted to be.
He fucked up over the fin.
Yeah, so then the rest of the movie, Santa Jaws had a fucked up fin.
Yeah.
So sad.
So sad. So sad.
So sad. And then so Santa Jaws magically appears out in the water now, swims around and loops its body in Christmas lights that are powered by a little battery pack that there's no way that thing is watertight. But whatever, I don't know why that bothered me so much.
Wait, what wasn't watertight?
The battery pack for the Christmas lights that Santa Jaws wraps around it so they could be lit, they had to be powered by battery and not plugged in.
Or, it's a magic shark, so you just have...
but the light, the shark has a protective aura for battery packs.
No, you could just have magic lights that just work around the shark.
But they didn't do that. Santa Jaws stole the lights off of someone's dock decorations.
Well, maybe that person had magic Christmas lights.
There's lots
that
of
was a wizard's boat.
Here. A wizard's boat.
I wrote down Lord of the Rings for some reason. Is there a Lord of the Rings?
It's probably when he's staring down at the box at the pen.
Oh, maybe.
It's kind of like a shot, like the looking down at the ring.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's like I'll interpret your notes.
I also wrote Cody equals Goblin.
He's your Gobbo in the movie?
He might be my Gobbo in the movie, but I don't... And then I stopped taking notes.
So Cody, poor Cody, he's been grounded, but he gets a magic pen. He don't know it's magic, but he's going to bed, okay? He's been grounded, Christmas coming. Okay, yeah, so he goes to bed. Next day is Christmas Eve. Now we're on Christmas Eve because he gets woken up at 5 in the morning by Pop Pop because they got a Christmas Eve fishing.
So it's not Pop Pop. Pop Pop is what they call the grandpa in Arrested Development. This is Papa.
Papa, can you hear me?
Which is I still think is weird.
It's all weird. Little Granddaddy-o. It's like, hey, wake up, kid. Well, he's like, wake up. Papa comes in and he goes, wake up, little bitch.
Wake up, little bitch. We fishing. It's
we
masculine
fishing.
Time. This is that toxic masculinity again.
It rears its ugly head. Look, there's nothing toxic about Papa.
No, he's very wholesome. He's even, because then when they leave, track and field stars stretching, getting ready to run, and Cody's looking over at her and he trips like a bozo.
I mean, maybe he needs to stop looking at the neighbor all the time.
But then, this was a neat little touch. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but Papa says, just like your grandpa. Now, I feel like what he wanted to say was just like your old man, because perhaps he's the father.
No. Oh, no. Oh, no. I almost spoiled the secret on Christmas Eve.
I don't think they reveal, who's, is it the wife's father or the husband's father?
Yeah, I don't know if he's the maternal or paternal. Oh, no, they do.
Do they?
Wait. Yes, they do, because the uncle says, hey, Pop, to him, he's his dad, and then my dad and the uncle are brothers.
My theory could have happened.
I mean, it could have happened he says, even if it was her father.
Well, yeah, the movies we watch. So when he says that, he then slightly trips going back to the car. That's a good touch.
Look, it's great. It's a great movie. I agree.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying. That it's a great movie.
That's not what I'm saying.
Now, in order to get Cody to leave with him because Cody's all being an angsty little, brat. I was like, hey, I know you had that Christmas party you wanted to go to at your comic book store of 3 people. So, like, look, I'm going to sneak you out of here for this fishing, and then maybe we sneak over there when we get done. And he's like, oh, yeah, we can do that. So, like, yeah, we got a sneaky little grandpa here.
Well, he's trying to get some father and son time.
Yeah, he's got to sneak that in. And, look, I'm glad, he's in this entire movie to make me happy every time he's on screen and not the first one to die.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, I want someone to, like, wake me up and take me fishing.
I mean, you wake yourself up and literally walk into the backyard.
No, I'm not going to do it by myself, though. I need to be dragged because I don't want to do it, but once I'm doing it, right, I'll be having a good time.
I don't think you will.
I think I would.
We'll get you a pole for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little frosty.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. So, yeah, we cut to Cody and Papa on a dock trying to fish. Cody just looks miserable. Papa's like, give your old granddad, his thermos over there with his special eggnog. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So Grandpa's getting lit.
2 movies in a row with special eggnog.
Special eggnog. Grandpa's getting lit, and he's like, hey, you wanna snort? And I'm just like, huh? That goes in your mouth, man.
Unless I told you that wasn't eggnog in there. That's cocaine.
It was a giant thermos of cocaine. Getting lit with Grandpa. Getting lit with Pop.
Getting lit with my father, my secret father.
Secret dad. Secret dad. And then Cody struggles with the thermos and drops it right in the water. That's a party foul. But don't worry.
Also,
yeah?
I think the rule is you drop it, you pick it up.
Right? Like, why should Papa, the guy
He's
who
got
can't
a bad
bend
back,
over,
yeah.
Yeah, why does he gotta, like, try to fish this out of the lake or ocean or whatever, wherever we are?
I'm not entirely clear on the geography.
There's something about it feels like a lake to me. That looks like a lake town.
It's supposed to be like a bay, I think, isn't it?
I just like that Papa is like, yeah, I got another one over there, so it's fine. He brought 2 large thermoses full of alcoholic eggnog for their morning fishing trip. They were,
He was prepared. They were going to get so fucked up. You ever see that movie Cocaine Bear that's not out yet, so I don't know how you could have, but this is going to be Cocaine Grandpa.
I was going to watch it. I was going to get all coked up with Grandpa, but then Grandpa had to pick up the Coke thermos that I dropped in the lake.
Grandpa has really good hair. Like, beard is on point, hair is on point, fashion's on point.
Oh, he's great. He's a great furry guy. He knows what's up. Until he gets eaten by Santa Jaws that he sees coming.
And he fucks
Cody's mom.
Yeah, once.
And then Cody ran away. Didn't even try to fight.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do?
You save Papa. Okay, you dive in there.
Yeah.
And you go for the eyes.
Someone tries to dive in there later on in the movie and it doesn't work out well.
Well, they didn't have that Papa adrenaline pumping through their veins.
Shit.
Yeah, so Cody runs home and he's like, oh, something got Papa. Da-da-da. Why are you out of your room?
Yeah, that's your concern. Why are you out of...
Yeah, Papa's gone. Yeah, you know what? We're going to take away your art supplies. And then the entire family and extended families all standing around him like, I'm so disappointed in you. And everyone's just looking at him, shaking his head. And Big Brother's
This is like, it would take you 20 seconds to go check to see if Grandpa is sleeping in his room. Just go.
Yeah. Yeah, but nope, they just want to shit on this kid because they're a bad family.
Bad family.
Poor Cody. Poor Cody. Poor Cody. So they leave Cody there, and this is maybe my favorite part.
Then again, how many other times has he like cried wolf about something? Wasn't that a theme that he had cried wolf before?
Yeah.
Maybe was that the last movie? I don't remember.
Well, that's Bobby Kyle was always crying Bigfoot.
Mm.
And another thing I hated about Weredeer is in Weredeer they had every opportunity to lean into it and just steal the joke from young Frankenstein and say Weredeer. Oh, there, dear. But they didn't do it. That made me mad.
Crickets.
Back to this better movie. They leave Cody at the house, and this is where he's manically talking to himself, pacing back and forth, like going over the problem.
Maybe this is where I wrote down Goblin, because he was like,
yeah. I mean, did you write down Goblin or Gollum?
I wrote down Goblin, but that's because I'm just looking for a goblin. But it was probably more Gollum like. Master betrays us.
Master betrays us. You have to do something there. There are real lives at stake here. And he decides, okay, I'm gonna write a note. I'm gonna go take care of this problem. I have to do something about this shark. And he's like, I'm taking care of business. And he puts on what I call his battle sweater.
It takes him way too long for him to like be like, oh, we could just use the pen.
He doesn't know it's a magic pen. You don't assume it's a magic pen.
I think I would have assumed it was a magic pen.
Oh, I assume everything's a magic pen.
That's why I don't read or write.
I can't. So he needs to stop the shark, and he goes running back to the comic book store, and that's when he's telling his buddies, like, oh, there's this shark that ate Papa, and that's when they point out his Boy Cried Wolf bits. Yeah, they're like, remember you said there was a demonic clown in the abandoned house over there, and
yeah,
something else.
He really?
So
this
you're
kid
right.
sucks.
He sucks. And then the comic book store owner sucks too, because I'm pretty sure he gave away the only copy of the comic.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Do you think he was just trying to mac on the underage girl?
Absolutely, that guy would. Absolutely.
Because like the first time he says, "Oh, I gave it to a regular," I thought what he was saying was that like a regular who comes in the store a lot, right? But it turns out what he means by regular is just a normal person. A normie.
That's what regular means.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is where Cody shows those inner signs of aggression and reaches over and grabs the adult by the shirt
This kid
collars.
is showing a lot of toxic masculinity.
There is so much aggression there, and the adult there is like, bad touch. I'm like,
Yeah, people have said that to him before.
Yeah, all the time.
I'm not sure if he's legally even allowed to be around those kids.
I don't think he should be.
So.
Yeah. And then I got a note here that says famous apple. I don't know what that means.
Famous apple.
Famous apple. I think, it's all a blur.
This might be where I call out a cool shirt. I don't know who's wearing it. It's a pole dancer, and I think it says pole dancer, and then it's a reindeer on a pole. Reindeer is dancer. Yeah.
That's a cool shirt.
Yeah.
That's a super cool shirt.
Yeah.
Uncle Charlie rented a yacht for the yacht parade, and Aunt Georgia's excited about it because it's been months since her followers have seen her in a bikini, and then that made me just sad in my heart.
So he takes a picture of her, and she says, "Oh, good job! You're getting a lot better at this. Not like the dog walking leotard incident." What happened there? What happened there?
I had that same note. It says, "What's the dog walking leotard incident?" And I'd like to point out, this is also when she comes out in the bikini. This is where I feel sorry for the actress.
Because it's cold. It looks cold.
It looks cold.
Everyone else is dressed like it's cold.
Yeah, so now they got this poor lady walking around in a bikini and short shorts. Bikini top and short shorts. I'm like, no, that's cold. That is a cold place.
Yeah.
And then we got, so while that's going on, and we're figuring out maybe Uncle doesn't know how to yacht so well, because he's having some issues with the yacht. We got...
Well, it won't start.
It won't start because
the Croc stole the spark plug.
The Croc stole the spark plug.
Oh, not the Croc. Sorry, the shark.
The shark tangled up the motor with the Christmas lights.
Classic shark move.
Uncle's trying to fix that. Shark does a eat
on the uncle
while the aunt is floating on a thing in the water, and she already knew the shark was there because she took a selfie and seen the shark in the background, and somehow she makes it back on the yacht.
There's some problems with, like, in one shot the shark is this far away. Like in the selfie, the shark is like right there, but then he's not.
Yeah.
But then again, it's a magic shark, so.
It's a magic shark, and it knew it wanted to eat the dude first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's
a lady shark.
Because it's a lady shark, and she probably hates men.
And she's a man-eater, yeah.
She's a man-eater.
Absolutely. Now, while that's going on, we get more super witty dialogue from our boy detectives now who are out at the pond looking for evidence of what Cody said to be true, and they find the thermos in the water that's been chewed up, and Steve says, "Holy molar," addressing the size of the bite.
It wasn't that big of a bite.
And I don't know what the bigger crime in this scene was, the holy molar pun, or the fact that they took the busted up thermos and just chucked it back into the water. Like, we're just trashing up the lake here.
Well, that's evidence. They shouldn't have touched it to begin with, actually.
You're right.
Police force is going to be on this case any time now.
You're right. This is also where I pointed out another reason why I thought it was supposed to be cold in the movie, too. Not just because everyone else was dressed, but because there's literally, at this point, no one else on the water anywhere, and his family are the only people.
Well, it's a town
dying.
of 8 people, so.
Yeah. Yeah. So now maybe Steve believes Cody that it's Santa Jaws?
I can't remember if the shark, like, shows up and almost gets him.
Yeah, I don't recall either. It's all a blur. Okay, 2 painful movies in a row like this is painful.
Yeah, 1 painful movie, yeah.
To one more painful than the other one.
Yep, that's for sure.
Yep, fucking Weredeer.
Nope.
This is when we get the regular he gave the comic book to was Jenna, the neighbor, who Cody has a crush on, or he's stalking. Maybe it's the same thing. And, yeah, they go to her house because she has the comic book and they feel like they need it to figure out how to defeat Santa Jaws, even though they wrote it and they should probably remember.
Yeah. So, he knocks on the door, but there's a doorbell. Do you knock or ring a doorbell?
Look, it sometimes happens. As someone who rings and knocks on doorbells a lot, sometimes you get up there and you don't see the damn thing until after you knock and you're like, oh shit.
But like every house has a doorbell.
Yeah, they don't actually.
No.
You'd be. I can attest, and a lot of houses have doorbells that don't freaking work. Which is a whole thing.
But this is a movie with a magic shark.
And it's a movie with a 27-year-old girl in middle school.
Look up her age right now.
It's not listed. I already did.
That's a little weird.
I was trying to find all their ages. I'm like, there's no way.
Well, what was their first movie? What year?
Let me pull that back. She was in an episode of Vampire Diaries as Girl in 2010.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
So, I mean, we don't have our Vampire Diaries expert here.
No, I'm here.
I mean, okay. So, Santa Jaws was filmed in 2018. She's in her most recent thing in this year was a TV movie called Psycho Sweet 16. So she's still playing 16-year-olds. But the thing she did right before that, in 2021, she was in an episode of The Sex Lives of College Girls. I'm assuming that's mostly following people that are supposed to be college girls. I don't...
She might be older than I think, then. I'll allow it.
Okay, she's in Fist Fight. I've seen Fist Fight, but I don't remember her character. The only thing on her previous acting things that I really saw and liked was she was the 9-year-old Elena in The Collection, and that came out in 2012. So if she's supposed to be playing a 9-year-old in 2012, that was 10 years ago. I don't know. She's in her 20s. This is definitely a case of someone in their 20s playing...
I guess I'm just bad at ages.
I don't think any of these kids are actually listed. No one wants to have their ages listed anymore.
You know what? Good for them.
Yeah, they don't need it. Oh, but you might not have realized it, but, you know, Reed Miller, who plays Cody, has practiced martial arts since he was in 4th grade.
Where's the, he's a twig.
But he's a mighty twig that'll kick your ass.
I don't think he would.
I think he could take you. He's got a magic pin.
Nah.
Eh.
Actually, I am scared of children, so.
You should be. You absolutely should be. See, at some point, they team up because Jenna has their comic book.
She left the comic book on her father's boat.
Her father's boat.
Right.
So
definitely not the boat.
There.
Definitely not the boat she sails around the world on by herself.
Yeah, with no family.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they are going to go to the docks, I guess, again?
These would be... So you got your fishing docks, and then you got your boating docks. These are different docks.
And she makes them run there, and it's like, I forget how
they
far
ride a bike.
Oh, they ride a bike.
But she runs.
Yeah, because she's a track star.
Track and fields. Yeah.
And I think our boy Steve again says, "Ooh, she's got a one-track mind. Look, he's got these zingers all movie. They never go away. You want them to, they don't."
She doesn't even have a one-track mind, so it doesn't even make sense.
No, because she also speaks German. That's 2 tracks.
Well, and she likes comic books.
Yeah, 3 tracks.
3 tracks.
It's a very complex woman. These kids. Then at some point, to see Aunt Georgia makes her way back, and she gets found by the older.
She goes because the parents' restaurant is on the waterfront.
That's right. Yeah.
So she goes there.
And then the older brother is like in the truck with her, and it seems very like.
I thought he would make a move.
I thought he was gonna make a move. I mean, and then we get the random elf kill.
Yep,
on the water.
There's your elf
he's
kill.
Sitting there. Yeah, he's sitting there with his legs dangling, and the shark pushes the boat into his legs and chops him clean off.
Yeah, and then he hobbles towards the 3 kids, well, the 2 kids and the grown woman, and they're all freaking out because he's got little nubbers. And then I guess does the shark like hit the planks and then he falls in?
It just falls right in.
Yeah.
And then it's a nice little elf nugget.
Well, no, because the nugget has no legs, no arms. He still had arms.
He's a nice little elf tender. Sure. I thought the shark looked good there. Didn't look real, but it looked fun.
Yeah, that's a thought you could have.
I had it. It looked a lot better than the Weredeer.
The Weredeer looked a lot more real.
The Weredeer looked like they strapped a rubber bald cap on a lady.
I would have sex with the Weredeer. I wouldn't have sex with this shark.
I bet you would. Oh, gosh. So now we all agree, maybe, that Santa Jaws is real, so we go back to the comic book store.
A lot of going back and forth.
Yeah, they only had 3 locations.
We had fishing docks, boating docks, comic book shop.
Yeah, and we go back there. We're freaking out, man. You're freaking out, man.
Hey, man.
We're trying to get, we're telling the comic book store owner what we're doing. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, we got to stop this thing. They leave. He drops a magic pin. He still doesn't know it's a magic pin. Yeah.
Comic book guy picks it up.
Hilarity ensues, I'm sure. I want to know what's happening while he's got the pin. I mean, we get a whiff of it. He draws himself a nice car. Draws himself a Russian girlfriend.
Draws himself some money.
Who he explains he draws her Russian.
What does that mean?
Look, he draws her with the implication that she's Russian, that she speaks Russian, and he doesn't speak Russian, but he doesn't know what he would say to her. So that's why he did that. And that made me sad.
Because then you would have to talk to her.
Yeah, that made me sad.
I was like, yeah, I hear you.
That's sad.
Word. That was the realest part of the movie.
Right? So now somehow we team up with the brother and the aunt who are still together, trying to take down the shark. And we've got some weapons, harpoons, and a crossbow?
Yep.
Which I don't remember where the hell that came from.
They got it from the comic shop.
Oh, yes, as he would have all those. So we're out there trying to kill Santa Jaws, which is rude, because Santa Jaws is just living by its, nature.
I mean, if you would just stop going to the water.
Don't go to the water. Baseball pitcher Big Brother throws a harpoon and totally whiffs, and Steve calls his ass out on it, and he's like, baseballs are not harpoons, okay?
He's right.
And then this is the best thing that Santa Jaws does when Santa Jaws finally gets up there close enough. Somehow uses the Christmas lights around Santa Jaws and lassos Aunt Georgia and pulls her into the water.
So I was hoping like the lights would like cut her in half.
Ooh, that would have been impressive. But no, they don't. And she's been over there working on a candy cane for a while. It's got a nice point on it, so now she's in the water tied up to Santa Jaws, and she's freaking out. And
she stabs him
Santa
in the
Jaws
eye.
Is freaking out and stabs her in the eye, and the whole eyeball comes out. And then she, she's a hero because Santa Jaws is dead now. No. Movie's still going.
Movie's still going. While this is happening, aren't the parents like together, running around? They've gotten guns from somewhere, and they're now hunting the shark by themselves.
Yeah, they're shooting at the shark.
But because something was swimming towards them, and they shot it, but it wasn't a shark.
It was a gator.
It was a crocagator.
And it was the fakest looking
He just got, yeah.
Oh, God, it was great. And then they go to was that before or after they went to the comic book store?
I don't know. I just wanted to call out the gator croc.
Well, I want to call out that they go to the comic book store because that's where they think their son would probably be. And they're asking them, like, hey, where's our son? And the comic book store is like, that's classified information. The mom grabs the gun and points the gun at the comic book store owner. And I'm like, there's a lot of gun pointing. Like, there's not a lot of gun safety in these two movies. We got eggnog, we got weird family members perving on each other, and we got, like, poor gun safety.
Yeah.
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 And then we get, let's see, Cody squares up on someone again. Like, he's ready to fight someone. We get Steve and the older brother having a little moment where he's like, well, you're a jock, you're mean.
This moment sucked.
And the older brother's like,
hey, man.
Well, you're going to get scholarships and stuff. Most of my, you're going to go to college. Most of my friends are not going to do anything. This is all they got. So maybe try to understand that. I'm thinking, I don't think that justifies it, my dude.
Well, but the also's like, I never did anything to you.
Yeah, I have to say, did we ever, he's kind of a little dick to his brother, but not like more so than I would say is acceptable.
Yeah.
So we're trying to have all these little side
Doesn't work.
plots. Yeah, it's not great. And then we get Jenna mentions she loves eating ice cream all the time. I was like, there's no way she's obsessed with, getting her times down, stuff like that, and she's smashing ice cream.
Well, if you're like young.
Maybe. And then we got explosives. Look, I'm condensing a lot here.
No, let's jump this shark.
Let's jump this shark. We get some explosives that we find in someone's shed on the dock.
What the fuck? Why?
Look, and it looks like it's just straight gunpowder because we're filling things. For the rest of the movie, we're filling things with gunpowder. We're filling Christmas ornaments.
Is that what they were doing? Because I was lost.
Yeah, we're filling Christmas ornaments, and we tried that. That didn't work.
They put them in turkeys or something?
Well, that comes later. They load some turkeys up to try to lure the shark to eat that, to shoot it, which, man, that's still a tough shot. Let's see. People fall in the water. Gosh, who falls in the water? Because we're always playing too close to the water. Jenna gets in the water at some point, and they're sitting there.
That's when the comic book guy has stolen the pen. And
yes, we've realized that the pen is magic, and we had to go. Yeah, comic book guy, and he runs away, which apparently he's really close to the water because that didn't seem like a very far run.
Well, he drove away. In the car,
they got there pretty quick.
Drew for himself.
He's a good drewer.
He's a good drawed.
And he has a whole it's my precious. I need this thing. Da, 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 da.
That might have been the Lord of the Rings thing I wrote down.
Possibly. And there's a scuffle.
But they're like, if you don't give me the pen, everyone is gonna die. And he's like, I don't care. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, I don't care. He's finally gonna be someone.
Maybe don't try to escape via boat.
especially on a pond.
When you had a car, the kids didn't have a car.
He didn't draw enough gas.
Oh.
Yep. They end up in the water after the scuffle, and then they are yelling at Jenna so hard, like, swim.
This
swim,
is another case of
hurry.
like she was not that far away from the dock.
Right, but Clark was, and I'm just like, is you yelling at her like that really helping? Like, she already has a good sense of urgency here.
She a track and field star. She ain't a swimmer.
Yeah, well, yeah, but like, look, if I'm in the water with a shark, like, don't yell at me. Okay,
I'm doing my best. Don't yell at me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna swim any faster than I already am. So just stop yelling. Like, just, if you want to maybe be like, do a barrel roll real quick. It's coming. Like, okay, give me some useful information. Don't just yell at me to swim faster, because that's already what I'm doing. So now we're gonna try to. We tried killing it with Christmas by filling Christmas ornaments with gunpowder. Now we're gonna try to draw and kill it.
What did they draw? Oh, like a candy cane through its head or something, right?
Yeah, like a candy cane spear through its head.
They just turned it into a narwhal.
Yeah, it's got a nice big horn. I skipped over the fact that we've eaten the majority of the cast at this point. Like, Steve's dead. Jenna does get eaten. She doesn't make it back.
I think it's just the parents, that immediate
and
family.
the brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the parents and the two brothers are the only. So they're. I appreciate that this movie killed everybody.
Well, like, I wish it would have killed one more person.
You?
Well, okay, two more people, Cody and me.
Yeah, they draw a giant spear thing, candy cane spear through its head, and that doesn't kill it. And that's the end of their attempts to magically kill it.
Why don't you erase it? Like, just scribble it out.
Well, they figure that out later by burning it. That's how they ultimately kill it. It's not meeting up with the parents, filling turkeys up with gunpowder, and have it.
But that actually doesn't make sense, because he didn't draw the comic book with the pen.
Right. It was that page that he inked that was not in the comic book.
Right. So him burning I don't know.
Look, don't worry about it. But also, did I blink and miss it? When did they get a fucking catapult?
They built that.
They just quickly built a catapult.
Sure.
I mean, they could have drew it, I guess.
My body had left, my mind, my soul, my spirit had left. I don't know.
But I said, that's a solid catapult, and then it immediately broke on the next shot. And I was like, oh, guess not.
Yeah.
Guess not. So they're firing the turkeys out there. Santa Claus don't give a fuck about the turkeys, apparently, unless they're dropped right in front of her.
Well, yeah, she's got bad eyes.
Yeah, well, bad eye, yeah.
Giant one eye?
So, eats it, and then
older brother... did only have one eye.
Yeah, because the candy cane thing. Older brother makes the perfect shot, blows it up.
Yeah.
And then Ave Maria starts playing as the shark's floating down. And I thought that was a nice touch.
Sure.
And then shark's not dead.
Shark's not dead.
Let's see. At some point, what? Father gets too close to the water, he dies.
No,
right?
So the older brother falls in, or the shark grabs him, or one of the two. So then the father dives in to do what?
Punch it in the face like you would.
To punch it in the face. But then halfway through that, he's like, oh, this is a bad idea. And then he starts trying to swim back.
Yeah. I made a poor choice here.
I made a poor choice. And then he gets gobbled.
Yeah, but he had to save his brother's son. And then Mama is all...
Mom turns into a complete bitch.
She is an idiot. Like, I still don't believe there's no such thing as magic pins.
They're fighting over the pin.
She almost throws it out into the water. So now she is going to go down there and pick up the pin. And we all know how that's going to go. She goes down there, gets the pin, hands it to Cody, and then the Santa Claus flies across the dock and does a gobble.
Well, he's not a gobble. He's like chewing on her. And I'm like, I wrote, eat her slower. She fucking sucks.
She deserved it. How are you still not going to believe any crazy shit's going on at this point?
And she's screaming for a long time. It's just...
Yeah, but Ave Maria was a nice touch. That's all I'm saying. This is a classy movie.
No.
It's so look, Cody freaks out, right? And then he just goes and burns the comic book. And Santa Claus kind of turns, like, glows with some green light for some reason. And then is gone, and then poof, Cody wakes up all confused.
Well, he draws something. We don't see what it is, but
Oh yeah, he did imply that he could draw his family back to life.
yeah, he drew his family back to life.
Yeah, that's right. So if he draws them back to life, is that really still them?
No, these are now
Soulless copies?
because they don't act like how they were acting, right?
They were all a little more like nice as a family, right?
So these are now pod people.
Pod people. Like when he leaves the room, they're not animated. Like they just, yeah.
Probably.
Now that's the movie right there.
Yeah.
This kid finishing up, the next 4 years of school while he's living with these pod people family, and then, still trying to get with his 30-year-old neighbor.
Well, she's now a pod person too, because she also got eated.
And that's why he has success. He's big with pod people. But I don't care what kind of people they are. Papa, he back.
He back.
Okay.
Papa back in town.
Papa back. Everyone's all, like, hey, it's Christmas morning now. We were waiting on you, little bro. Like,
Ooh, don't little bro me.
Yeah, we had quite a Christmas Eve while you were over there nerding out on your comic books. We had a great dinner at the restaurant, and Auntie and Uncle saved the day with their yacht, and Papa made cinnamon rolls, and we all want those famous cinnamon rolls. And don't worry, Cody's gonna go get those cinnamon rolls.
They act like this is the most this kid has ever done. Oh,
look at how
he's gonna get the cinnamon rolls out of the oven. Holy
he is a
shit!
Changed man. Like, whew. Oh,
damn. Cody,
he's a good kid.
Calm down, dude.
Now you know why they react this way, right? Well, we think that's such an easy task for a normal human being. Cody doesn't accomplish this. He leaves the house and goes to the neighbor's house. He doesn't get the cinnamon rolls.
They're still in there. They burn.
They're still in there. They burned them. He burned Papa's famous rolls. He's burning Papa's buns.
But they're pod people, so it doesn't matter. Probably pod people cinnamon rolls.
Made out of pods. Pod people. He goes and macks on the neighbor girl. Like, oh, hey. Now she's like, I don't actually like know you, so we never actually interacted yesterday.
Technically, we never met.
Yeah, we know each other kind of from school.
Right.
But hey, I think I have something of yours. And she pulls out the Santa Jaws comic, and he gives her another comic. We trade it, and like, hey, we should go get ice cream sometimes. Ooh, only if they have double chocolate fudge.
It's my favorite.
Still don't see her dad, but she's like, I gotta go back in there and open up a new pair of shoes. Like,
he should draw her a dad.
You should draw her dad and some shoes. And then we got him staring at the pin over another little fire.
Yeah, he's burning the comic book.
Yeah, he's burning the Santa Jaws copy that she had. He's staring at the pin over the fire like maybe he's going to throw it in there. This is your more Lord of the Rings section.
Oh, true. True.
My note just said, my precious.
A seal door.
Staring at
seal door, throw it into the fire.
Throw it into the fire. And I like how it closes because it's like it's setting up maybe a good movie after this, but he doesn't throw it in. He claps it shut, and he's keeping the pin.
He's turned into a bad boy.
He's a bad
Unless he
boy.
uses it to solve all of society's ills.
No, he's going to use it to have an infinite amount of Papa's cinnamon rolls.
He's just drawing the cinnamon rolls.
Look, I'm not going to lie. If I had a magic pen and the ability to actually draw, that'd be the real magic out of it. I'd be drawing hella cinnamon rolls.
I had this thought that he's gonna turn into like Star-Lord and he's gonna make some freaky shit.
He never got the cinnamon rolls. Like, that was his big gesture, and he just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Look,
kid sucked.
Kid sucked. I had more fun with this movie, probably because it was just visually better to look at. It had actual dialogue. It might not have been good, but actual dialogue that I think was written for them to follow. I'm pretty sure everyone got paid.
Oh.
It was in focus.
On this one, everyone definitely got paid. This was like a movie. Weredeer, they probably made that for like beer and pizza.
Their own beer and pizza that they made. Oh, actually, no, it was Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Little Caesars, and it was eggnog beer. Now, did you look at the IMDb ratings of these?
I believe this one. I didn't look at the IMDb, but on Amazon, it had like 4 stars or something out of 5.
Yeah, Santa Jaws, has 4 out of 10 on IMDb. 4 out of 5 definitely seems high. 4 out of 10, I mean, it's better than Sharkside.
No.
Oh yes. And Weredeer has only 33 reviews, mind you, so it's easy to skew this.
I'm about to go skew that right now.
6.1.
Well, that's a better movie. I don't know what to tell you.
I think that's higher than, like, My Best Friend's Exorcism. No, it's close. I think it was like a 6.7 or something. Like, 6.1 out of 10, that's in the realms of possibly a good movie.
It's all about expectations.
I had none for either of these, but all I can say is I'm thankful we didn't have to watch Psycho Santa.
Unless.
No,
I'm not going to.
No, I watched the trailer and I thought that looked like the most depressing time I could have.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Ever.
Ryan can watch that by himself.
Yeah, he can do a solo episode as punishment for putting up that tent and catching COVID.
Yeah.
He ignored his real-life doomsayer.
Yeah.
And caught COVID.
That's how it happens.
Every time. Every time. Also, I liked how throughout the movie, it seemed like Santa Jaws was picking up more Christmas gear.
Yeah.
So, like, it was drawn with the hat. It got the lights immediately. When it killed the uncle, he had that giant necklace of, like, sleigh bells on.
Mm-hmm.
So then it had the sleigh bells. So it was accumulating Christmas gear. Akuma Christmas gear. And I thought that was nice. I like that. I was happy for Santa Jaws.
I don't recommend this movie or the other movie, so... Actually, I recommend the other movie. You can watch the other movie. It's a good time.
I recommend if you're going to watch either of these...
You watch Weredeer.
No, you do it with a group of people so you can be miserable together and maybe make some sort of joy out of that. Because you could definitely, I think, laugh at these movies. I still don't understand how our Weredeer never got a single drop of blood on her sweater. That bothers me. Papa's a sweetheart.
Cry about it.
I'm gonna. And I'll use my magic pen to wipe away my tears.
Oh!
You want to recommend some good Christmas movies?
Die Hard.
Lethal Weapon.
Gremlins.
Krampus.
I didn't want to go with Krampus because it was super obvious, so I said Die Hard.
It is really good, though. A Christmas Horror Story. Jack Frost 1 and 2. The Ginger Dead Man series. Maybe just the first one. Rare Exports.
Yeah. Elf. With Will Ferrell.
That is sometimes terrifying. I feel like we're probably missing some. I mean, people like the Silent Night, Deadly Night movies and Christmas Evil. Those movies.
Ooh, how about Krampus?
Oh, that's a good one. I do actually, I recommend the book by Brom called Krampus. That's a good time. Gremlins.
Oh,
2.
Oh, sexy gremlin.
That's still.
You're in the movie.
If any one of the movies in the series is a Christmas movie, then they all by default are Christmas movies.
Well, doesn't that one? I'm pretty sure that one also takes place during Christmas, doesn't it? Maybe it doesn't.
There's so much going on in that.
There's
movie,
a lot. There's a lot going on.
Detail like that. Let's see another great Christmas movie that we're gonna talk about later. That's not great. Hellbenders.
Hellbenders. I don't even know what that is.
No, not Hellbenders.
Hellblazers.
Hellblazers. That's the one.
Yeah, that could have been our Christmas episode, but now it's gonna come out at a weird time.
It's okay. It's not really a focal point of the movie.
Given that I was the only one who realized that it took place during Christmas. Yeah.
It did have eggnog.
Yep. And it was the one we recorded before these two, so that's 3 in a row with eggnog.
Do you want to do an eggnog movie pod?
I think we are.
Only other recommendation I can think of is Santa's Sleigh. That's the one I was struggling to think of, with Bill Goldberg as an evil Santa that had a deal with an angel to be good for like 200 years or something, and then the deal's over and he comes back for vengeance. That's a good time. Go watch Santa's Sleigh. I recommend you do something else.
Play a fun game. Play Choo Choo Charles.
Choo Choo Charles. That's a game. That's a fun game. Have a good old time. Play some Sushi Go Party with your family when you're having your happy holidays parties. Your Christmases and your Kwanzas and your Hanukkahs and all the other ones that I don't know because I'm uneducated.
Yeah.
Are there any good
like Hanukkah
Hanukkah
horror? You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know.
I don't know.
We should look into that.
I can think of, like ones that are Jewish, like horror, like focused, but not around that time of year. There's got to be one where there's like dreidels or like weapons.
I mean, what would it even be? Because I don't even know.
You just do the same thing as you do with like all the Psycho Killer Santa things. You just have a very angry old rabbi.
Or like oh no, it's the menorah from Beauty and the Beast has gone crazy and he's killing everybody.
Oh, and it turns out he's specifically a Hanukkah one.
Yeah.
He's got a lot more candlesticks than we originally thought.
Yeah. He's growing them like tentacles. Does Jack Brooks take place during Christmas?
Is there snow on the ground in that movie?
For some reason, I'm picturing the monster wearing a Christmas hat.
That's just because that'd be cute. That's a good movie. You should watch that movie. Okay, now that we've finished punishing ourselves for your holiday enjoyment, I'm gonna go get some eggnog and creepily stare at my neighbor while I open my many presents that are not magical pins and be sad about that.
I'm going to do things that are none of your goddamn business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you guys have enjoyable rest of your Christmas or whatever celebrations.
Holidays.
We're gonna go have a much better time knowing that we never have to watch these movies ever again.
Whew, got that done.
Woo! Bye-bye.
Bye. Sorry.
Everybody.